You know someone's a good surfer when you get excited when they're paddling into a wave. That's exactly how I felt with this one from Tya.
This talent on this young lady is absolutely incredible.
Oh, so cool and so deserving. I mean, youngest ever Challenger Series champion? She's got to be.
The 2025 champion, Tya Zebrowski. She's the future of the sport.
All right, this is a really, really exciting Meet the Rookie. This is a rookie that you're going to want to meet. Tya Zebrowski, and Tya just qualified, won the Challenger Series in Newcastle. We're after Newcastle, before the start of the championship tour over at Bell's. But just to give you an idea of this rookie and why we want to talk to this rookie, Tya Zebrowski, 13 years old, won the qualifying European Series at just 13 years old. At 14 years old, the youngest surfer ever to qualify for the championship tour. And I think just a couple days after her 15th birthday, won the Challenger Series going into this championship tour. So big welcome. Congratulations, Tya, on so far an incredible couple of years in the professional surfing ranks.
Yeah, thank you. I'm super excited to be here. It's a huge honor to do that podcast. I saw like a lot of people like to get ready because I really wanted to like inspire like that people understand my inspires. But yeah, it's amazing to be on tour this year. Being the youngest ever to qualify, it's incredible. And yeah, for sure, I just turned like 15. I think like 3 days before I win the Challenger Series. So yeah, it's amazing.
It has been amazing journey. We want to know more about you, Tya. Like, where did you grow up? You know, where are you originally from? Tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
I'm originally from France and Tahiti. My mom is French and my dad is Tahitian. I'm born in France, but I've always like lived between France and Tahiti. I was like in summer in France, and when the weather gets really cold, I was going directly to Tahiti, surfing perfect waves. So that was like a huge part of my surfing. Surfing like really different kind of conditions. That helps me like so much to improve like really quickly. And yeah, my mom and my dad was doing like surf and yoga retreats like everywhere in the world, like Brazil, Costa Rica, since I was like I think 3 or 4. So I've always like traveling all around the world, surfing every kind of condition, every spot. I remember when I was like 8, I surfed, I think 7. I surfed like Barra de la Cruz. It was like, I was surfing in the inside. I don't really remember, but I saw like a couple of videos when I was little. But yeah, I've growing up like just traveling around the world. That's a bit like kind of how I got to speak really good English. So yeah.
So do you have a spot that you consider your home break?
Not really. I mean, just like between France and Tahiti. Most of the time, I was like my home was really in France. But we know with like all the world tour, we have to travel like everywhere around the world. So now I'm gonna live in Tahiti. But I think most of the time I surf more like Hossegor. Hossegor is really my home break. Beach breaks, like surfing every day with friends. And then Tahiti was like more Tiavaiti, like a wave a bit more close to Teahupo, and I was always surfing like the whole day. We were like eating on the boat, and when everyone was like going out of the water, it was like, let's go, it's a good timing. So yeah.
That's incredible. We mentioned your family a little bit. I think you have a fascinating family story. I think mom's a yoga instructor, and dad actually is an Olympian. He's been in the Olympics for half pipe snowboarding, right? Tell us a little bit about mom and dad. I think it's so interesting.
Yeah. Well, both of my parents are snowboarders. My dad is Tahitian. So a lot of people say, how does a Tahitian like go to the mountains and do snowboards? He was adopted by French and American parents. So he was like at 14, he moved to the mountains in France, and with like all his family, he was like snowboarding all the time. And his passion really was half pipe, so he did like a lot of competition, and he did like 2 times the Olympics. And my mom, I think she was like more like free snowboard, like doing video trips a bit around the world, and she was doing a couple competition too. So so they meet in snowboard, and after that, I think they got kind of tired of the mountains, and my dad really missed like the ocean, Tahiti, and that's why they go to Hossegor, and my mom became a yoga teacher, and my dad became a surf teacher. So that's how I kind of learned to surf. I was surfing like since I'm born. I think when I was born, like 1 week after, I was already at the beach. I was already like trying to be on a board. And so that's how it started. They helped me like so much because they know like high level of competition. They know like what to do to get better as an athlete. And my mom would like yoga, we like all the breathing exercise, meditation, mental preparation kind of. They both like bring so much for me to get better at my sport. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I love that story. Actually, I'm from Hawaii. I worked in snowboarding for a long time. They used to call me the Flying Hawaiian back in the 90s, and I was a snowboarder as well, but not a world junior champ like your dad. I think he won the FIS World Juniors, actually, in addition to making it to the Olympics. So, wow, what a background. Let's get to some of your inspiration beyond mom and dad. Any surfers you look up to? Your favorite surfers you like to watch clips of?
At the start, it was my idol was Carissa Moore. She's the one that really put me into a surfing competition, because before it was just like surfing with my friends, doing contests just to have fun and try to get the win. But then I met her like in Tahiti when I was 8, and I saw her surfing, and my parents told me that she was a world champion, and I was like, wow, she surfs super good. And then I saw like some couple video of her winning, and I was like, I want exactly do like her. That's my goal. I want to be an athlete in surfing. So that's how really it started. And I remember I watched a lot of Gabriel Medina clip. There's like that clip that Gabriel put with like all his best wave on the world tour. It's like 15 minutes or something, and I just watched this one like for, I don't know, like 100 times. I know like when he drop on the wave, I know what he's gonna do. So I think Gabriel Medina, Carissa Moore, John Florence, Eden Ewing too, they're like really my biggest inspiration in surfing.
It's wild that you say that, because I actually wrote it down right here. You remind me, and I watched Carissa grow up, you remind me a lot of Carissa in the way that you're so young, but you're bringing such a high level of surfing. It was really the same way that I saw Carissa when she first, came through and got on tour. She was so young, but she was almost like another level. And I see a lot of that in yourself, Tya. And, another question is just your path to the championship tour. Pretty quick, just 1 full year on the Challenger Series. Talk to me about like how quickly you got there. Can you believe that?
Not really. I was a bit like surprised when I when I heard like when I make my heats in Brazil and then I qualify. I was like, That was super fast. When I started to do the QS, my first year in the QS, I broke like my two wrist. And so I only did like two contests. And then the year after, I win like 4 events or 3 events on 5. And I kind of like win everything. And then I got Europe champion on the qualifying series. And then I qualify on the Challenger series. And yeah, when I got like champion in the qualifying series, I was like, I'm sure I can like qualify this year. I'm gonna like try my best to be the youngest ever to qualify and to do like just 1 year in the Challenger series. So that was my goal when I started the Challenger series. And then yeah, my goal was really to be consistent and always be like in the finals day. So that's what I did, and I was really happy when I made the quarterfinals in Newcastle. I was like, yes, I made like this goal, and then I got like Challenger Series champion, and I was like, wow, it's just amazing that everything that I've done, every goal that I put myself the last 2 years, I actually make it. So yeah, it was pretty fast, but that's really what I wanted to do. So I was kind of expecting it.
No, I mean, you made, like you said, you made the quarterfinals minimum in every event that you surfed on the Challenger Series this year. That is such an impressive record. 2 finals. When you did know, okay, you qualified, talk to me about the feeling when you knew you had it locked and you were going to join the championship tour.
I was super happy that the dream that I have since I have 8 years old, I actually make it. That dream that I've always wanted to be like against Carissa, against all my idols, be part of all the best surfer in the world. That has like always been my dream. So it was like a dream becoming true. So it felt like really comforting and feels really good. But my goal was to qualify, but to be like Challenger Series champion. So I was like, okay, I qualified, but now I have another goal to focus on. So I just like continue on that path.
No, yeah. Keep on setting those goals and keep on achieving them. So going into the championship tour, no more mid-season cut. We're going to see it 9 events minimum, plus coming back for pipeline. Your thoughts on all the stops coming up on the championship tour? You have any favorite one? Any ones that you're looking forward to in particular?
I think one that I'm really excited for is Bells Beach, because it's like Rip Curl, and Rip Curl is like my number one sponsors, and like ring the bell. It was so like I was always dreaming about like ringing that bell in my. I was like super excited for that one. But yeah, there's like so many places that I haven't like traveled yet. Raglan, Western Australia, and Fiji. So I'm really excited for the 3 of them to meet new, I don't know, like new places, new people. Yeah, it's always been my dream to be on the world tour and to like compete just 2 people out in those all amazing surf spot. It's just like really super excited this year. And it's really cool that there's not like the mid cut. Then we can do like more contests and like travel a bit more. So yeah, super excited.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be the dream tour. And I'm going to say, I'm glad that you brought up Bells, because you've runner-up at Ericeira and you've won Ericeira. So you've made 2 Ericeira finals, right? And won one. I think there's similarities in the skill set that it takes to do well at Ericeira is going to be the same skill set to do well at Bells. What do you think?
It's true that it's like kind of like the same waves. Even like all the rocks and the mountains, like really similar. It's like, it feels like it's the more like, it's like really similar energy and everything. And the waves is like a long right break, kind of hard to surf. Sometimes when it's windy, it's like really, it's kind of the same as Ericeira. You have to find like the good pocket, cars. So it's really a wave that I really like. Winky is kind of different, but it's like one of my favorite waves in the world. It's just like super fun. So yeah, I'm super excited because I did like really good result in the Eurosira. So I think I hope so, I guess, to do good result in bells because it's really kind of waves that I really like and serves pretty good. So
Yeah, well, I agree. So speaking of surfing and, performance, everything, tell us a little bit about what you're riding, what boards are you riding, and what your preparation is board-wise coming into the tour.
I'm surfing sharp bar board. I think like my go-to board is like really 77. It's like really my favorite that I surf in every kind of conditions. Even when it's like smaller, I surf like 77s. But when you get like pretty big or like pipeline or chopo, I surf like SG1. So it's like starting to 6.0 to 6.4 and 77. I really like my smallest board is like 5.7 now. So yeah, my go-to board is really like 77 round tail with I think 5.8, 5.9. So yeah, that's nice. My magic ones.
Yeah, well, they look good. They look like they're working. So keep on up with that. Who are you traveling with this year? Who are you planning on traveling with?
I'm trying to travel like all the time with my whole family. So we're kind of a lot of people, we're like 5, but yeah, it feels always really a lot of comfort to have like a member of your family always traveling with you. But I think it's going to be a bit more difficult this year. So for first event, my whole family will be following me, but all the others events, I think there will be like just one parents following me, like my dad or my mom, and then there will be just one in Brazil. I'll be by myself. I will be like with my babysitter. So yeah, super excited.
Do you have a coach you're going to be working with?
So this year, the French Federation puts like 3 coaches. So it will be like Joan Duru, Jeremy Flores, and Thomas Malem, the coach of Fahine Fierro last year. And so they'll follow us like everywhere. So it'll be like Joan will be like in the 2 first events, and then Jeremy will be here in El Salvador, Thomas. So I'm gonna like train with like the 3 of them. So it just depends.
Yeah, well, those are some great coaches. I'm telling you right there. That's a lot of surf wisdom between those three guys. What have you been working on with them coming into this year?
I've been working a lot in my cars. And when I was trying the MIG fanning cars, because I was like always cutting my cars in the middle, so I was like more trying to be more in the flow to like get more points on the judgments. So yeah, I think I have already a good surfing, but just like getting better in every movement, then I can have like more points in my waves, and that just trying to like get better combo in the wave, then the judges can like them better. So yeah, I was really training on that. And I think I really need to get better in my strategy in a contest, in a heat, because I can do a lot of mistakes, even if I like stay pretty consistent. Even on the Challenger Series, I was always like every heat I was doing, it wasn't because like I like didn't serve better than the others. It's just because I was like always couple little mistakes. So I really need to get better at that. Then I can like be more confident in my heats.
Yeah, you mentioned Gabe Medina. I see Gabe Medina as an incredible surfer, but incredible heat IQ at the same time. That's why he's so successful. And I see yourself as already this incredible surfer. You combine that with building up that heat IQ, and then that's really an unbeatable combination. So before your heat, what's your routine before your heat? Are you listening to music, or are you just talking to a coach? What do you do right before your heat?
Normally, I was always listening to music when I was little. Like on the ISA, I was really listening a lot of music. I was always having my headphones on. But then when I saw the QS and the Challenger Series, I stopped a little bit because it feels like my focus was going a bit out a little bit. But then the last two comps, like 3 comps, like Brazil, Pipe, and Newcastle, I started to listen to music again. So just the heat before, I'm listening to music for like 30 minutes. And I have a lot of like Akon, Lil Wayne music. And then after that, I'm going to take my jersey. And then when I come back, I have like a 5 minutes meditation to really like being focused, like being in the present moment. And then after that, I have like a 10 minutes warm up. And then I'm really going to see the coach, where I have to go, where's the best wave are, where I have to place myself, and to see like what's the strategy to be today. So, and then after, I'm just like cruising, waiting, and then I'm ready to go in the water. I'm just doing like I don't know how to say in English. Like I pray before going into the water. I pray like about the ocean, like the spirit of the ocean and everything, and then I'm ready.
So this season is going to be been anticipated to start, but it's going to come off with a bang. We've got 4 events in 2 months, 3 in Australia, then right to New Zealand. What's going to be your approach to this rapid fire start that we have? 2 months and 4 events back to back to back. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like plain normal. Actually, I'm pretty happy to have a lot of competition, because I kind of get annoyed when there is no contest. I'm like, I'm just surfing. I want to do heats. I want to compete. So actually, I'm really happy that in 2 months there's like 4 comp.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I look forward to it. Your experience so far, I know you talked about Bells, but your experience at Bells, at Snapper, your experience in those 2 places, and I think you said you have you surfed at Margaret River yet?
No, never. Yeah.
But you've done some work at Snapper, right? And at Bells.
Yeah, the first time I came in Australia was like 3 years ago, and I surfed like for 1 month here at Bells, because we have like a lot of waiting period. I was doing the Grom Search final, and we surfed like during the World Tour comp, and it was super exciting. So I was watching, like I was trying to watch the heat from the beach, and the surfer like getting ready to go in the water. I was like really trying to watch them, and I was saying to myself, maybe one day I'd be like at their places, and I'd be here like getting ready for my heat. So I was really trying to analyze a bit like everywhere. Then I know that one day I'd be here, so I need to know like what others people's doing before they heat. So my experience with Bells Beach cycling is pretty good, and it's the wave that I really like. So I surf there like quite a lot, and I kind of know really where the placement are, where I have to see where the waves, like the best way is gonna come. So I'm pretty confident on this one. And then Snapper, it's pretty hard because with all the crowd, it's hard to find like good waves, and you're just trying to get some waves, so you don't really care about where to sit and everything. So but I surfed there like 3 times. It's been like my 3rd time I've been in Snapper, so I kind of know that way pretty well. So I'm really excited for those 2.
You talked about having your name and on your jersey. You're going to have your own locker. You get to pick a number, right? That's just going to be on your jersey. I know we kept it secret at Newcastle, but can we unveil what number you're going to be representing now?
I'll be representing 78. So 7 is like for the mana, the Tahitian energy, the energy like the power of the ocean. And then the 8 is like infinity, so it's like ocean power that never ends, kind of. So and 7 is actually my numerology too. So it kind of represent me, and a lot of people say it's a good luck number. So yeah, it's great.
Rad. Hey, that's rad. Riding the 77 model with 78 on your jersey, you got a lot of numbers in your favor.
Yeah, you'll love 7.
So good. Hey, so now we're looking for your CT competitor. I mean, this is kind of a broad question. What do you want to represent as a championship tour competitor? What do you want to represent as yourself?
I want to represent my whole family that is supporting me like all this year, that have pushing me when like I was down, I had like no more motivation, that were always here behind me. And then I also want to represent all the people that has like teach me surfing since I'm little, my first coaches, all the people that are really supporting me, my sponsors, and I also really want to represent myself, all the work that I've done to get here. I really want to, like represent everyone that really like supporting me all these years to get where I am today and who I am as a person and as an athlete. And I still have like so much to work on, but yeah, just represent all those people.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your success so far and in the future. You can watch Tya Zebrowski take on the world's best all season long on worldsurfleague.com. And you might want to put Tya on your fantasy team. Join Kaipo's #1 Super Mega League. Put Tya on your team.
Thank you,
Tya.